Okay, it's church ceremony, and today I'm going to show you exactly how Steph and I set up. I'll tell you some tips and things you must know when you're working at a church ceremony. So, let's go! Might sound obvious, but at church ceremonies, we definitely like to film drone, especially if the church is really nice. But regardless, I think drone shot is worth getting at the church ceremony. Okay, first things first, obviously, get to the church ceremony, you set up your tripods. Real simple, it's the easy part. Just do this. Typically have my assistant do this, but I have to do it today. And we have a monopod as well. So we'll use the monopod up front. Typically, Steph will be up at the front of the altar, getting the bride coming down the aisle and the groom's reaction. So I definitely recommend this monopod. Link in my description. My next tip, definitely talk to the priest, which I think he's walking up right now. But can you just remind me what the requirements are for today? I know that there was...
So never go up the steps of the sanctuary and never be in the center aisle taking pictures while the father is doing the vows and the rings, like in your face photography.
Yes, 100%.
Yeah. And if I say that to you at the end that I never saw you, that's the
Yes, we will be out of your way. We really appreciate it. We said hi to the priest. Now we are going to find our locations for the tripods. Really important. So come on, let's go. Yeah, this is a unique church, so it's going to have to be like play by ear. We're going to see how the shot looks, but I think here's a good spot, and then we'll make it all the way across to the other side and kind of mirror the shots. Definitely don't want to be in the way of guests. That's kind of like one of my pet peeves, like if I have a tripod in the way of guests. The most important thing is to have fun while you're doing it. I'm having a blast. I don't know why my assistant complains all the time.
I don't complain.
My boss just showed up. You can get a shot of my boss. She's already moving the tripod. She's moving it. She moved it. So now we have to figure out where she moved it. I gotta walk all the way back over there. And so on these tripods, they get the long lens. We'll put those on the camera and we'll go to the next thing. Always make sure you have a battery and an SD card. Yes. Make sure your battery is full and let's go. But for some reason, my assistant and my wife, Stephanie, cannot figure out how to work this tripod head. In the comments, tell me if you guys have this one, the little ball one, or do you guys prefer the other one with, I don't even know how you describe, like the more traditional one. Let me know in the comments. So this exposure meter, you want to be in the 1 range, so that's +1, that's perfect. This lens in particular is 2.8. So we like to be as sharp as we can. And then, you kind of generally put the camera where you think the groom's gonna be. I think he's gonna be over here. So that's kind of set up for now.
So the one thing that I really love to focus on is I like to get all of the details for this church ceremony. So I really like to do that outdoor, scenic details. So I will do that. And what I'm looking for is I'm really focusing on the architecture. I'm really looking to highlight on that. So always looking for that wide, medium, tight to tell the story, right? And so if I just need to show shots of the exterior, how can I show variety in that? And then as far as the inside of the ceremony, right away I see the florals here. That's all we have. So I will get a wide, medium, tight of that. I'll highlight on that. I really love the architecture, in the ceiling, the high ceiling. So maybe anything with the light, and then just a wide, this wide space, just show it off. It's really white and bright.
Guys, if you're liking the video, please like and subscribe. It really helps the algorithm and the channel.
I like to add movement to it. So I am just gonna add a little wrap around to these florals here. I really love that, or even a little in and out, just to highlight on all of that. And then as far as my tight shot, sometimes if you have some lighting in the background, that can be a little bokeh in the back. That's always nice as well.
Okay, so here are the 3 mics you'll need for ceremony. The Tascam DR10L, this is our classic go-to. Love this mic, highly recommended. This is our backup. We like to put this at the podium where we can get the readings. Sometimes we'll get the priest, so this is a backup. And then lastly, this is our F2 BT. This is the Bluetooth version. We like to put this on the Groom because this has 32-bit float, which is a must need in today's audio environment. Love it. You got me? So I'll take our Sony mic and put it at the podium. Okay, so my assistant had a really good idea. We should put this sleeve, which I mentioned in another video, link above, click on that one, where we should put this on the microphone itself. That was awkward. Another pro tip for you guys, turn your mics on and honestly get them rolling. So you're not kind of fidgeting when you're in the room with the priest and you're just kind of like having small talk. Just get it going, short and sweet. So I'm rolling on here and then I'm rolling on here. So let's go do the priest first. Hi, Father Michael. We've got 15 minutes before, because I could put this here and then you could loop it down to your pocket or whatever's easiest for you. But let me give you some more slack here.
So this just goes in my pocket. I don't have to touch it.
Yes, exactly.
Just go inside?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Whatever you say will be held against you in court. I like to kind of throw some humor in there, kind of loosen them up a little bit. Not everybody likes to be mic'd, to be honest with you. So 15 minutes before the wedding, it is now time for our meeting.
All right, so game plan for ceremony. A lot of times we'll switch it up sometimes, but I'll be in the front. So I'll get the bride coming down, I'll get the groom reaction, definitely go back and forth on that. Justin will be getting all of the shots coming in, like getting the back of the bride on the stabilizer. And then once the bride is up at the aisle, he'll set the stabilizer in the center. And that's our like really nice center shot. We'll show you how that all works, but we really love that setup because it doesn't interfere with the photographer and it gets that like stabilized center shot that we need.
And I'd say for the ceremony, a big tip is get reactions, guys. Like the moms, the dads, like you want to see the crying, and you want, like with our wedding films, we're trying to show more emotion. So that is definitely a way to do it. But really important, obviously, the kiss, the walk down the aisle. So those key moments, definitely be aware.
Yeah, and then once everyone is set in place, we're just going to be checking our side angles, making sure everything is focused, if we need to adjust the camera or like lighting situation at all. But other than that, this is an hour-long ceremony, so there will be, a lot of time to adjust things that we need. And you'll see we'll kind of coordinate to make sure whoever is getting like the speaker versus the bride and groom, that's also like key as well. So.
All right, I'm wrapping this video up, and I realized there's a couple questions I didn't answer that would be super helpful for this video. So first one is, how do you say the photographer's away without compromising your shots? It's definitely important to talk to the photographer before the ceremony starts, get an idea of where they'll be during the ceremony, and especially during the big moments, during the kiss, the walk down, and those kind of things you want to chat with before the thing starts. Huge tip there is during the ceremony, what type of things we capture besides the stationary cameras. We look for reactions from the parents, anything from the mom tearing up, dad tearing up as well, just little hand squeezes from the bride and the groom, and just subtle glances or something we also like to catch. And then also you have to nail the kiss. It's super vital to make sure you're in the right location, and then also your other stationary cameras are locked in to the correct location. Coordinate with the second shooter, speak with them on those big moments during the ceremony, make sure they're in the right positions. And then just to recap with the mic setup, it's the Tascam DR10O, which goes on priest. We like to do that too on the groom, helps with 32-bit float. And then again, the Sony podium mic, which we did our little tip from my assistant, which was honestly a really smart idea. And then lastly, as a bonus tip, ask if they had a mixer on site where you can like patch in using your F3 or anything like that, and they unfortunately did not. So definitely ask. Some churches do have that mixer.
We just wrapped up ceremony. You had a great ceremony. Everything went smoothly. So now we're heading over for portraits. Guys, if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. There's more videos to come.